Hi there, and welcome to Superhero and Villains Trivia Night, brought to you by the Lucy Robbins Wells Library and the Beakley Memorial Library. With our original recording, we had a bit of a technical issue where we cut off the first part of the recording. So we're going to bring everyone back up to speed and then rejoin the original recording. With that in mind, let's start off. Our first category is DC Comics. Question 1 for 1 point. Who is the superhero that is also known as the Man of Steel? Who is the superhero that is also known as the Man of Steel? Moving on to question 2 for 1 point. What is Batman's real name? What is Batman's real name? And question 3 for 1 point. What was the name of the actor who played Batman in the 1960s television series? What was the name of the actor who played Batman in the 1960s television series? Question 4 for 1 point. What is Superman's real Earth name? What is Superman's real Earth name? Question 5 for 1 point. What was the name of the actor who played Superman in the 1950s television series? What was the name of the actor who played Superman in the 1950s television series? Question 6 for 1 point. What was the full name of the Superman television series? What was the full name of the Superman television series? With that, we're brought up to the original recording. Enjoy. Can't learn them all.
Okay, question 7. For 1 point. What is Superman's weakness? Besides Lois Lane. Bad.
Tangible thing.
Okay. Question 8. For 1 point. Who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne? Question 9. For 1 point. What is Wonder Woman's mother's name? But did you admit that person?
Yes.
Okay. The person that just came in a little late, if you...
It's like they're having trouble coming in.
Hi, person that just came in. We're on question 9, but at the end, we'll go back and do the other questions that you missed, okay? Oh, you might not have heard because it's still connecting to audio.
Yeah.
Did you, Middletown Station 3s? We are on question 9. Hope you have a pen or pencil and paper to write down your answers. So we'll go back at the end and get you caught up with the first questions, okay? Well, you're muted, but so if that's okay, we're gonna move on to questions. Whoops, go ahead.
Okay, is Josiah on?
I didn't see that name. No.
Okay, or Lucille?
No, and you didn't see that name, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to question 10. For 1 point, who said this? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Okay, ready for question 11? Also for 1 point. Who is Raymond Palmer's alter ego? Okay. Number 12 for 1 point. Who is the Scarlet Speedster? Okay. Question 13 for 1 point. Who gets his power from a ring? Okay. Question 14 for 1 point. Who is the first supervillain in Superman? Question 15 for 1 point. What is the first and last name of Batman's butler? That's a hard one because we only always heard his first name. Question 16 for 1 point. Who was the first superhero ever? Not to be confused with the first comic book superhero.
So before even comic books were a thing.
There was a superhero.
Okay.
Question 17 for 1 point. Who was the first comic book superhero? Question 18 for 1 point. In what comic did the Green Lantern first appear? And I don't know how, remember how many questions there were, Jen? Because
Yeah, I can pull that up real quick. In this category, 28.
okay.
You went ham wild.
Okay. So question 19.
Mhm.
Who published All American Comics? Question 20 for 1 point. Who was the first Green Lantern? So that would be his name, the character's name. I guess over time there was
Yeah, there's a couple.
people that were the Green Lantern. Question 21 for 1 point. What is the name of the villain Egghead?
You went obscure with
His
that.
real name, his human name.
Christian name.
Question 22, 1 point. How many Robins has Batman had in the mainstream comics?
More than one. Look at
More
you.
than one. Question 23 for 1 point. What city does Batman protect? Question 24. Who is the arch enemy of Aquaman? Question 25. Which villain got his distinct appearance from toxic chemicals at a plant? Question 26 for 1 point. In the 2012 film, The Dark Knight Rises. The primary villain is Bane, but in the end, it turns out that there is someone who is Bane's boss. Who is it? Question 27. What do the letters DC stand for in DC Comics? And the last question in this category, question 28, for 1 point. What is Oswald Copperpot's supervillain name? Is everybody ready for the answers? Yay, let's see those answers. Superman is the superhero that it's known as the Man of Steel. Oops, Jen, I'm usurping your
You're gonna say it, right? Or
yeah, okay.
you work so hard for it, you might as well say it.
Ready for question 2, everyone? Question 2, Bruce Wayne is Batman's real human name. Not to be confused with this superhero.
Yeah,
Batman. Okay, question 3. Adam West was the actor that played Batman in the 1960s television series. Okay. Clark Kent was Superman's real Earth name.
Not his Kryptonian name.
Yeah, not his name on Krypton.
You had to specify, yeah.
Question 5. George Reeves was the actor who played Superman in the 1950s television series. Question 6. The full name of that Superman television series was The Adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Oh my God.
Hey, question 7. Kryptonite is Superman's weakness. Question 8. Joe Chill was the bad guy who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne, Bruce Wayne's parents, also known as Batman. Question 9. Oh God. Hippolyta.
You didn't
Wonder
look
Woman's mother's name. Hopefully I said that right.
That's okay. I'm gonna mess up when I do the Marvel one too.
Question 10. The Shadow is the superhero that knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. Question 11. The Atom is Raymond Palmer's alter ego.
Mm.
Question 12. The Flash is the Scarlet Speedster. Question 13. The Green Lantern gets his power from a ring. Question 14. Ultra Humanite is the first supervillain in Superman.
I think in the comics, yeah, the first one to show
In the
up.
comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Question 15. Alfred Pennyworth is the name of Batman's butler. Question 16. The Phantom was the first ever superhero, but not the first ever comic book superhero.
Was that like a radio show or what was?
You know, I remember reading the whole little article about it, but I can't remember what it was. Question 17. You can call a librarian and research that for you if you'd like at any public library, but hopefully you use Newington or New Hartford.
Oh, gosh.
Superman was the first comic book superhero.
Mhm.
Question 18. All American Comics is the comic where Green Lantern first appeared. Question 19. DC Comics was published by All American. Who published All American Comics? DC Comics. It was a subsidiary of DC Comics. I read that backwards. Okay.
Somebody bought somebody.
Question 20. That's why we should switch up on the answers there.
Oh, okay.
Was the first Green Lantern. Question 21. Vincent Prince was the name of the villain Egghead, not to be confused with Vincent Price, who did play bad guys in the movies. Question 22. There have been 5 Robins: Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, and Damian Wayne. Question 23. Gotham City is the city Batman protects. Question 24. Black Manta is the arch enemy of Aquaman. Question 25. The Joker got his unique appearance from falling in a vat of toxic chemicals in a plant, or got splashed with it, or something like that.
Depends on the comic.
Read the, yeah. Question 26. Miranda Tate, Talia al Ghul is Bane's boss. So I think there was something that
The same person, it's just her, whatever name she went by. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe her real name and her evil name.
Yeah.
Question 27. DC stands for Detective Comics. And our last question in this category is Oswald Copperpot is the Penguin.
Okey-dokey.
Does anyone need us to repeat anything, or are you all good? Because we're moving on to the second category. And Jen's going to take over this one.
Go take a drink.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do Marvel Comics now. Okay, question 1. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, when was the first Iron Man movie released? Okay, question 2 for 1 point. Who is the superhero twin brother of the Scarlet Witch? Question 3 for 1 point. How did Spider-Man get his superpowers? Question 4. Sorry, can I move this out of the way? In the Spider-Man movie, Uncle Ben said this to Peter. Fill in the blanks. With great power comes... Question 5 for 1 point. Who is the villain of Thor, the Dark World, the movie? All right, question 6 for 1 point. Who is known for his indestructible shield? Question 7 for 1 point. Which superhero can no longer transform back into human form? And question 8 for 1 point. Who is the first person shown to calm the Hulk down? Question 9 for 1 point. Which superhero was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby? Here's the first one. Yeah. Question 10 for 1 point. Which German airport does the Clash of Avengers take place? Question 11 for 1 point. What species is Loki? Question 12 for 1 point. What is the real name of Deadpool? All right. Question 13 for 1 point. Who killed Tony Stark's parents? I see a cat.
Tinkerbell.
All right. Question 14, 1 point. Was the Winter Soldier a villain? I know, it's an awkward question. Has he ever been a villain? How about that?
Is he a villain now?
Oh, no, you can't do that. At 1 point, was he considered a villain? Okay, question 15 for 1 point. Which city does Hawkeye and Black Widow often reminisce about?
Uh-oh, Black Window.
Oh, shoot, sorry. My bad. Andy, spell check.
So it should be Black Widow.
It is Black Widow, yeah. Not to be confused with the other superhero. Oh, gosh. All right. Question 16 for 1 point. Hawkeye was once a villain until he became a part of what team? In the comics, obviously, not really in the movies, but in the comics. Okay. Question 17 for 1 point. Whose catchphrase is this? It's clobbering time. All right. Question 18 for 1 point. What group does the Thing belong to? Okay. All right, question 19. This is for 4 points. Name the members of the Fantastic Four. So if you just get 1 or 2 of them right, you get 1 or 2 points. If you get all 4 of them right, you get 4 points. I'll give you a little bit more time for this one. And you can just do their superhero names. We're not really looking for their regular names. Okay. And let's move on to question 20. Question 20 for 1 point. What is the name of Iron Man's loyal assistant? All right, question 21 for 1 point. Who is the arch nemesis of Daredevil? And moving right along to question 22 for 1 point. What is the name of the newspaper company that Peter Parker works for? And question 23 for 1 point. What is Thanos' title or / nickname? What are they he's often referred by? All right, question 24 for 1 point. What is Captain America's shield made of? And question 25 for 1 point. What is the name of Thor's hammer? Don't worry about spelling. And question 26 for 1 point. What is the name of Black Panther's sister? And question 27 for 1 point. Who was the first female superhero to appear in the title of a Marvel Cinematic Universe film? So when you're looking at the title of the movie, who's the first female superhero's name to appear in that title? All right, moving on to the last one in this round. Question 28 for 1 point. In the 2007 film Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man faces off against more than one villain. One of these is Sandman. What turned Flip Marko into the Sandman? All right, so that's it for this round. So we're now going to go through the answers. All right, question number 1. 2008 was the dawn of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where Iron Man was the movie released in 2008. All right, question 2. Quicksilver is the superhero twin brother of the Scarlet Witch. Moving right along to question 3. Spider-Man got his powers by being bitten by a radioactive spider. Question 4. So in the Spider-Man movie, Uncle Ben said, "With great power comes great responsibility." Okay, cool. Question 5. Did I look up how to pronounce this? No, I did not. It's been a very long time. Okay, and the villain of Thor, the Dark World, is Malekith. We're gonna go with that.
Sounds good to me, Jen.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Oh gosh. All right. Question 6. Captain America is, of course, known for his indestructible patriotic shield. Okay. Moving along to question, let me get there. Question 7. The Thing is a superhero who can no longer transform back into human form. He's stuck in kind of like a rock solid monster kind of thing. He's orange, I think. All right. Moving along to question 8. Betty Ross is the first person shown to calm the Hulk. We're talking about the movie, The Hulk, that came out. Can't remember who played her. Okay. And question 9. Captain America was the superhero who was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. And the most famous ones. Question 10. Oh, God. Look this up either.
Whoopsie.
The German airport where the Clash of Avengers takes place is Leipzig. We're going to go with that. Spelling doesn't matter.
Pronunciation doesn't matter.
No, anything matters. Oh, gosh. Okay. Question 11. Loki was a frost giant. Instead of a Asgardian, he was actually a frost giant. Okay, question 12. The real name of Deadpool is Wade Wilson. It's not Ryan Reynolds. Okay. Question 13. The Winter Soldier killed Tony Stark's parents. Okay. Question 14. So on that note, yes, the Winter Soldier was at one time was a villain. He was brainwashed and all that, but he was redeemed. So yes, at one point he was a villain. Yes, true. Okay, question 15. It's still the Black Widow. So Budapest, whoever you want to say it, I'm sorry, is a city that Hawkeye and Black Widow often think about and talk fondly of. Okay. Question 16. Hawkeye was at one point a villain until he became a part of the Avengers in the comics. And then, of course, definitely he was part of the Avengers in the movies. Okay, question 17. The Thing has a catchphrase called "It's clobbering time" when he's gearing up for a fight. I remember the Fantastic Four movies. Those were interesting.
I remember the Fantastic Four cartoon.
Oh, there's a cartoon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right, question 18. Speaking of, so the group that the Thing belongs to is a Fantastic Four. You were on a Fantastic Four kick, weren't you? Speaking of, question 19. Name the members of the Fantastic Four. So first we have Mr. Fantastic, the stretchy guy, the Invisible Woman, she can turn invisible and put up force fields, the Human Torch, fire and all that, and the last is the Thing, the rock guy. Okay.
Yeah, I was going on the theme there.
You were 3 in a row. All right, so if you got 1 or 2 of them right, then you get 1 or 2 points. If you went above and beyond and got all 4 right, then you get 4 points for that one. All right, question 20. Pepper Potts is the name of Iron Man's loyal assistant. Okay. Question 21. The arch nemesis of Daredevil is Kingpin. Okay. Question 22. Daily Bugle is the name of the newspaper company that Peter Parker works for. Okay. Question 23. Thanos' title is the Mad Titan. It's his nickname, what people call him, known by. Okay. Question 24. Captain America's shield is made out of vibranium. Very rare metal in the MCU. And And question 20. Oh, crap. Question 25.
I cannot help you with that.
I know. Did I look at some? No, I did not. Question 25. The name of Thor's hammer is as seen on the screen. Mjolnir? No, I don't know. Oh gosh. Okay. Question 26. Shuri is the name of Black Panther's sister. Nope, there was somebody. Okay. All right, sorry. Okay. Question 27. So the first female superhero to appear in the title of MCU film is the Wasp, which was the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie that came out a couple years ago. It came out before Captain Marvel, so therefore it was the Wasp who was the first female superhero to have a name in a title of a film. All right, question 28. Flint Marko got turned into a Sandman by falling into a particle accelerator. Put guardrails on these things. Okay. All right, so that's the end of the Marvel Comics category. And so we're going to take it back over to Jeanette.
Okay, our third category is super alliances. And question 1, for
Okay.
7 points, name the 7 original members of the Justice League. So for every one you get right, you would get a point. If you get all 7 right, and these are the original members, you'll get 7 points in the end. So we'll give you a little extra time to write down all the names. Okay, hopefully everyone's ready. On to question 2. This is 6 points. Name the 6 original members of the Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers, from the comic.
From the comics.
From the
The
comic.
movies, comics.
The comics. The 6 original members, and again, 1 point for each correct member you get. Okay, is everyone ready? Raise your hand if you need more time and we'll wait a little bit longer. Okay, let's go on to question 3. For 6 points again, name the 6 main characters of the Watchmen 1986 comic series. So this is from the comics again, not the movies. And again, 1 point for each correct answer.
Can't help you at all here.
We don't subtract any points for wrong answers.
I guess it's you need to get this, yeah.
Does anyone need any more time? Raise your hand if you do. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next question.
Mhm.
Okay, question 4. Again for 6 points. Name the original 5 members of the X-Men and their arch enemy, not including the founder of the X-Men. So the original 5 members of the X-Men and their arch enemy. Does anyone need more time? If not, we're going to move on to question 5. Did you need more? Okay.
Should I go?
Yep.
Okay.
Question 5 for 5 points. Name the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and their sensei.
Forgot those are comics.
Cartoon comics,
Yeah.
movies.
No, they are comics. They are.
Yeah.
Got
All around franchise.
I wonder who owns them, if they're DC or Marvel or something else entirely. I don't know.
I think that Harvey's answering some questions.
The dog?
He's paying attention.
He does.
He's waiting for that next question. Okay, question 6. Here you go, Harv.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that was
it.
it.
That was it.
Okay, let's see the answers to this.
Okay. What pictures?
Okay. The 7 original members of the Justice League are the Green Lantern, the Flash, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
How about that?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, let's get the answers for question 2. The Iron Man, Ant-Man, Hulk, Thor, the Wasp, and Captain America are the original Avengers, also known as the Earth's mightiest heroes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, question 3. Oh my God,
Yeah, you picked it.
Ozymandias. I have no idea how to say anything. The Silk Spectre, Dr. Manhattan, the Comedian, Night Owl, and Rorschach are the 6 main characters of the Watchmen in the 1986 comic series. And please feel free to correct my pronunciation. Okay, ready for question 4 answers?
Mhm.
Angel, Beast, Cyclops, Iceman, and Marvel Girl versus Magneto are the 5 members of X-Men the original members of X-Men and their archenemy. It's Magneto.
Yeah.
Okay, question 5. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Master Splinter, their sensei. Okay,
All right.
was there just 5 questions on that?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, category 4. Jen, it's all yours.
I'll start it. All right. So we got some nice pictures going on here. So question 1 for 1 point. Please name that villain, this big blue yellow guy in the middle.
With all the little tiny superheroes fighting him.
Yes. He has not been in a movie, I can guarantee you that. Come on. Okay. Okay. And we're going to move on to question 2 for 1 point. Please name this villain who's sitting in this chair nice and pretty. It's too hard. Let me know if I should be giving hints or something. Okay.
Since I don't have the answer sheet in front of me, I might need a hint.
He is DC, and I think he likes to fight the Justice League and Superman.
Thanks, Jen.
Okay. All right. Next one, question 3 for 1 point. Please name this gentleman in the fur coat. As you can see, there's Flash in the background. So he is DC.
And he is a villain.
He is a villain. Yes, they're all villains. They're all very bad people. I'm sure with a tragic backstory.
Unless they've been redeemed.
Okay. Question 4 for 1 point. Please name this supervillain. He's a big bad one. He is also DC. I think he wasn't. And I think he was in the movie, I think. So,
Kind of scary.
yes. Okay. And question, how about that would go? And question 5 for 1 point. Please name this guy with the big gun. He is also DC. Primarily comics, I think. Maybe a couple TV shows, but I think he hasn't really been a big bad of a movie quite yet. I don't think. Okay.
You know far more than I do.
I do. I pride myself. Okay. All right. Question 6, 1 point. Please name this supervillain. I think he's Marvel. Yes, Marvel, and he has been in a movie or 2. Okay. Question 7 for 1 point. This one should be kind of an easy one. He is a Marvel villain, and he's been in a couple of movies. Okay, let's move on to question 8 for 1 point. Another supervillain from a Marvel TV film franchise. He's looking pretty beat up there, but when he has his helmet on, he really shines. Okay, moving on to question 9 for 1 point. Please name this guy with all these teeth. He got his own movie and a sequel recently. So he's moving up in the world.
The hierarchy of super.
When you get your own movie, it's really a big deal. As I like to say, you know,
You're a super villain.
Yeah, when you get 3 movies, that's when you made it big. Okay, question 10 for 1 point. Please name this lovely lady here with the spiky helmet. Kate Blanchett was really good in this role. Okay, moving on to question 11 for 1 point. Gotta be the easiest one, I hope. I hope you know who this is. Also got his own movie recently. Everyone gets one. You get a movie and you get a movie. All right, moving on to question 12 for 1 point. All right, please name this one. He's bald. It's the only hint you get, and he's DC.
You said he's bald?
He's bald, no hair. He's known for his hair. I'm just saying it's what he's known for.
The obvious.
All right, moving on to question 13, 1 point. All right. He's got a top hat, and he is a DC villain. Old school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is that? Danny DeVito? Did he play him?
I think so. It hasn't even come out in the last like 10 years. I'm a little rusty. All right, question 14 for 1 point. Please name this the guy with the sword, not the guy in the back. He is DC. He has been a villain in a movie, I think. Yep. So I don't know if that helps at all. Let's see. And he usually fights, I'll give you one more hint. He usually fights Batman. Okay, moving on to question 15 for 1 point. All right, please name this one. He looks angry. Now, obviously, he's DC. He fights the Flash, but he's not the Flash. Something else. Okay. Moving on to question 16. And for 1 point, please name this one. He's yellow, looks like. DC, I believe. And now I'm like just guessing.
Don't listen to Jen, she's babbling.
No, you know the awkward silence, you feel like you have to fill it. I think that's our, just double checking. Yep, okay. All right. And that's it for the villains category. So everyone got a good look? So let's name that villain. Question 1. This is a hard one, Jeanette. How dare you? The anti-monitor is the big blue blob that you see there. Only in the comics, hasn't really shown up in any television or movie series that I'm aware of.
Well, they all can't be easy answers, Jen.
Of course, of course.
Challenge people.
Separate the weak from the chaff. Got it. All right, question 2. This is Brainiac. And he is a nemesis of Superman, I believe. Okay, he's got things attached to his brain, so.
Brain power.
Yes, definitely. Question 3. He's wearing a jacket, so he must be cold. This is Captain Cold. And he fights Flash. You know, you ice up the surface and Flash can't run, so. All right, moving on to question 4. This is Darkseid, a big supervillain for the Justice League. Okay, question 5. This is Deathstroke, known for his black and orange getup. Okay. Question 6. This is Dr. Doom. He does not like the Fantastic Four. And question 7, Dr. Octopus or Doc Ock, villain for Spider-Man. And that actor showed up in the recent Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. Great movie. Should all go see it. All right, moving on to question 8. This is the Green Goblin, also a Spider-Man villain. He has so many, which is so sad because he's so cute.
The Green Goblin's so cute.
Spider-Man. All right, moving on to question 9. This is Venom. Okay. Moving on to question 10. Lovely lady here is Hela, the older sister of Thor. And wants the crown for herself, of course. All right, moving on to question 11, the Joker, of course. Got his distinct appearance by falling into a vat of chemicals, as we learned earlier. Okay, let's put the chat. He's on the chat. Okay, moving on to question 12. This is Lex Luthor. He is bald, yes, and also known for his money, and that he is the nemesis to Superman. Okay. Question 13 is the guy in the top hat is not Abraham Lincoln, it is the Penguin. Okay. Question 14. And this guy with the sword is Ra's al Ghul. I think I'm saying that right. And he is the villain to Batman. He fights Batman a lot. And I think he was in the first Christopher Nolan movie, that Batman, or Dark Knight, or whatever. Batman Begins, that was it. There's been way too many Batman reboots. Hard to keep them straight. All right, question 15. This is Reverse Flash. Not the Flash, but the opposite of the Flash, therefore Reverse Flash. I think he was in a television, like the Flash CW series, and he was a villain there. I didn't watch it. It's too many. All right, moving on to question 16, last one. This is Sinestro. I have absolutely nothing to say. I think it's DC, and I think his enemy is Green Lantern. I think.
I'm going with whatever you say.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so that is it for the villains category. So let's tally up our points and see what everybody got. Anything you want to add to that?
Nope. So everyone tally up their points and you want them to submit it on the form or in chat?
So you're welcome to share it in the chat if you want to brag or, shout it out. If you turn on your mics. If you want a prize, you have to use that link and submit your form. That way we can call you, we can email you, we can track you down and, talk to you, get you your prize.
We weren't here for the first.
What we got?
Hi, I have a quick question. I know we joined late, so I apologize about that. So say for example, we got, 4 out of 5 of the names correct on an answer. So for example, like number 1, we got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and Green Lantern, but didn't get Martian Manhunter. Would we give ourselves 6 points for that one or 0?
6 points. For everything you got right, you get a point.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, why don't we ask everybody what they got? So if there is a tie, we're going to use the bonus round as a tiebreaker. If there's not a tie, then you're welcome to stay for the bonus round, but you won't get any points for correct answers. That's just a fun round. So Bigum's team, what did you get?
$68.
Wow. Good job. Who's next? Beth and Doug. Beth? I can't hear you. It's turned down, I think.
You want to put it in the chat? I see 6.
6. 8, 68.
68 too. Oh, come on. So there is a tie. Okay. And Levy and okay, so Jessica got 18. Oh, that's okay. All right. Anyone else want to share either in the chat or by blurting it out?
Who was that? Is that Levi and Blake?
Yes.
Oh, they're my guys from the library.
Oh.
From New Hartford. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you had fun, Levi.
Okay, so Vicky got 59. Sandra got 55. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dalen got 44. Looks like our highest right now is 68.
Good job, Beth and Doug. Unfortunately, you cannot win. And the Bigums team got a good score in the 60s. Unfortunately, they cannot win either because they're related to me. And Beth works
Nepotism.
Okay, it looks like there's not a tie this time. So
Yep, it looks like
to stay for the bonus round, feel free. We're just gonna have fun. Have that. And
and
remember to be in the running for the prize. Please fill out that form with your score.
and I'm putting it in the chat if you just want to copy and paste right from the chat into a web browser and just fill it out. It's just a Google form, not doing anything with it. It's just so that we can contact you and how to get the prize to you.
And make sure that we get your prizes to you. Okay, We ready for the next
Bonus round.
round?
Okay, here we go.
A
And
bonus round. Question 1, 1 point. Which superhero team was Wolverine on? Okay, moving on to question 2 for 1 point. What is the villain name of Darren Cross?
okay.
Question 3 for 1 point. What supervillain lives in the dark dimension in Doctor Strange?
Don't worry about spelling.
Okay, moving on. Question 4 for 1 point. Who is the father to Nebula and Gomorrah? I only find these questions. I don't know the answers, and I do not know any of these people. Okay, question 5. Unlike Jen, who has seen most of these movies.
Yes.
1 point. Which Marvel supervillain was created by artificial intelligence?
He was a villain in a movie, so that's how you'll probably know him.
Okay. How many questions are in the bonus round?
That would be 8.
Okay, so we're going on to question 6. Who is the supervillain in Spider-Man Homecoming? And question 7 for 1 point. What is Harry Osborne's supervillain name? And our last bonus question, question 8 for 1 point. What comics publisher published Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, I got the answer to my question.
And I just want to shout out to Jen. I put together all the questions, and Jen did this wonderful PowerPoint presentation, our new format for our trivia. And so I just wanted to point that out. She did a lot of hard work. I think way more than I did, just finding questions and answers.
Longest PowerPoint I've ever made.
But you did such a great job.
Yeah, thank you. You did too with all your research.
Okay, so let's check those answers. X-Men was the team that Wolverine was on.
All those X-Men
He
movies.
was an original X-Man, but he wasn't. He was.
What? No.
Question number 2. Yellow Jacket is the villain name of Darren Cross.
No, I don't know if they ever say it in the movie that he's the villain of, but that's his comics name. I don't know.
Okay, so question 3. Yeah, whatever. Dormammu.
Dormammu.
What, Jen?
Dormammu, I think is how they say it in the movie.
Okay, is the supervillain that lives in the dark dimension, Doctor Strange.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Question 4. Thanos is the father of Nebula and Gomorrah. Titans, let's go. Question 5. Ultron is the Marvel supervillain that was created by artificial intelligence. And question 6. Vulture is the supervillain in Spider-Man Homecoming. Question 7. The Green Goblin is Harry Osborne's supervillain name. And the last question tonight, question 8. Archie Comics published Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It wasn't DC and it wasn't Marvel. It's Archie.
So hopefully you had a great time. We'll be doing this again in July, and hope you'll join us. It might be wildlife trivia.
It's that date, and we're still figuring out the a theme, but it will be that date.
Yes, it will definitely be Friday, July 22nd at 7 p.m. Hope to see you all again, and make sure you fill out the form so that we can get your prizes to you. Thanks so much for coming. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.